This is TK4510. Today we're going to install the green lens in the visor of the helmet. Let's see. My visors come with a protective cover on them, so that way you can force them in the helmet, do whatever you need to do, and then right before you actually mount them, you take the protective covering off. Just a little thin film. So, anyways, the way you put a lens in is usually I take the plastic and I put it inside the helmet like so, and what I usually do is I press it down so that it's firmly against the eye openings. I don't know if you can see it or not. I push it against the eye openings so that it's going to be completely flush with the eye openings, or as close as I can get it. And then I make sure that the lens is low enough to where it covers both the bottom of the eye and the top of the eye, and it's pretty much lined up straight. I hope you can see that. And then what I do is, when I know that the screws on both sides are fairly in the same spots, and that the lens is actually centered in the helmet, then while holding the pressure down on the eye parts here, I just take one side and I lay the helmet down like this, and then I push on the ear screws and get a good indentation in the lens. If you look, we've got two very obvious indentations here where the screws hit the lens. So using my drill press here, which is kind of out of camera sight here, but I'll go ahead and do what I got to do. I'm just going to drill a hole really quickly in those areas. Okay, I've got my holes drilled, so I'm going to stick it back in the helmet. And hopefully they're lined up correctly. Okay, good. Alright, so as you can see, I've got the hole in the lens now, and the screws are in there, and it's just kind of hanging loose. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to push the lens down inside here, nice and forceful like, so that it's where it needs to be. Kind of hard to do with the camera, but anyways, so you can see I've got the lens pushed against the eyes again. Now I'm going to turn the thing over here, and the helmet over, and push on the screws again, so I get a good indentation in the lens. So I got my indentation there. So I'm going to drill the holes again. And hopefully these will line up just right. Okay, and as you can see now, my lens is fitted in there. But we're not done yet. What I usually do is I take a Sharpie and I just kind of eyeball it, but actually about a ½ inch below the eye opening, I kind of draw how I want it to conform to the lens area. Now I'm going to take it back out. It gets stuck in there pretty good. Just gotta force it out. And now you can see I've got a line drawn on my lens. And I have no idea what kind of scissors these are. I think they have something to do with sewing, but they work damn good on my lenses, so I think you probably get them at some sewing place. I bought it at a yard sale, so I have no idea where they actually came from, but they were in a sewing kit, so they work great. the lenses. And then I usually just curve around the lens like that. Try to make it look clean. So there you go. Now the lens is shaped like your eyes on your helmet. Okay, so there's my nice clean lens. Just going to put it in my helmet now. Okay, so now if you look inside the helmet, there's a nice little divot or opening here so your nose doesn't rub. And then I usually just follow that up with some nuts and washers. And then usually, what I do personally is once the lenses are installed, I go in with a pair of wire cutters and I cut the screws off as close as I can get them to the nut so that it doesn't scratch the side of my head. You can also get in there with a Dremel and a grinding stone and sand the screw down too. Then I tighten it. You don't want to tighten this bottom one as much, because if you do, it causes the lens to actually pull in, and then you have a gap on your eye at the bottom. There you go. That's it.